Hey, what's up everybody? It's Danny with Hip Hop. Thanks for tuning in. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I am going to be drinking Two Brothers Brewing Peppermint Bark Porter, and I'm going to pair that with 5 different Christmas albums. Got them right here. So stay tuned. I'll talk about the albums, play a couple of my favorite tracks off of them, and taste test the beer. And remember, if you could like and subscribe, it would help me a lot. And if you'd like to follow me on Instagram, that would be really cool too. So stay tuned and check it out. All right, so Two Brothers was cool enough to send me a 4-pack of this, and I just said I would give it a try and do a post about it. I couldn't decide what beer to pair it with or what vinyl to pair it with, so that's why I just decided to run through a couple of the Christmas vinyl I have. Alright, so yeah, I haven't had this before. Two Brothers, they're located in, the main breweries were located in Warrenville, Illinois, which is like just outside Aurora, which is, you know, like I don't know, 45 minutes, an hour outside of Chicago. Yeah, so you definitely get the peppermint up front. And this Peppermint Bark Porter, as the name suggests, it's brewed with dark cocoa and peppermint leaves, and 6.7% alcohol. And like I said, their main brewery is in Warrenville, Illinois. They were founded in 1996 by Two Brothers, and they've expanded like crazy now. So they have 3 locations. They have an Aurora location, a Naperville location, and then the original Warrenville brew pub. And they've also expanded into doing coffee, so they're a coffee roastery, as well as a distillery, so they're even doing spirits now. So the head went down pretty quick. It is a very white head. Like sometimes when you get these the stouts or the porters, it'll be like a brown tint. It's a white with a slight tan tint to it. And up front on the nose, I'm definitely getting peppermint up like right first. I'm not getting any like maybe slight chocolate. I'm not getting any kind of like bitter roast or anything like that like you would get on a porter or a stout. Yeah, so definitely a porter. To style in terms of how thick it is. It's not a super thick pastry stout like a lot of people like right now, but it's a porter. And I have to say, I've had this sitting out of the fridge for probably 30 minutes now because I wanted to give it a little chance to warm up so that some of the flavors would really come out. And I am getting the roast, the roasted malt bitterness on the taste, which could also be the dark chocolate, because you know dark chocolate is a bitter taste to it. It does have a bitter taste to it, and it's really balanced with the peppermint. Sometimes with these peppermint stouts, or peppermint stouts, porters, whatever, it can go too far to the peppermint where it's like you're like chewing on toothpaste. But this is really well balanced. The first thing you get is a little bit of the roast bitterness, and then it goes into the peppermint. And that's sort of like what finishes out the taste. So it's very welcoming for a second sip. It's multi-dimensional and it leaves you wanting a little bit more. So when they sent me this, they sent it with a little like press release here and a little letter, which was pretty cool. You don't get, I don't get sent beer very often, so that's pretty cool for them to reach out. Yeah, it just talks about what style it is, the alcohol percentage, the availability, which is seasonal. You wouldn't want this in the middle of summer. And then the description says holidays are about bringing people together, and we've brought 2 of our favorite flavors into one great beer. Whether you're by a warm fire or you're in your ugliest holiday sweater, you will enjoy the bold blend of dark chocolate and peppermint in this slightly sweet porter. It tastes like the holidays in liquid form. Then it gives you a little appearance, aroma, and flavor notes as well. Comes in the 16-ounce cans, as you see here, with the sticker wrap, as well as 6-barrel and half-barrel kegs. So yeah, super cool. And with the vinyl, I'm gonna keep drinking this throughout the video, see how it progresses. Very seasonally appropriate. I love the nose on it. So with these vinyl, I'm gonna just go in a chronological order in terms of when the music was released, and I say that because there's a couple of them that the vinyl I got just came out this year, but it had been out since 2014, which I will start with, A Very Busted Christmas. This is a compilation album by the Cold Busted record label, and so it's got several different artists on here. A lot of these I had never heard of, but Bahia Deluxe, Clouded, I have heard of, Bobby C Sound TV, Green Street, Amerigo Gazaway, I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. He does a lot of mashups, so you may be familiar with him. First Lieutenant Middle Street, Sav Cloud, DJ Buzzword, Brandon Bass, and Curiosity. So that is it. And it's limited to 350 copies. It comes on this red vinyl, and it has this little inner sleeve. It's just like a repeat of the front cover. So yeah, you can see the vinyl there. I thought it was really cool because they did, the Cold Busted logo almost looks like a paint splatter, but for this one they did it's like a wreath that they turned their label into, and it's like a bright, very Santa Claus red vinyl. So this was originally released in 2014. The vinyl just came out this year, so I just got it in. I have to say, after giving it a listen, that I love a lot of the stuff that Cold Busted releases. This though, a lot of this stuff was much more electronic, and I mean electronic. I know I listen to the instrumental hip hop stuff, and so it's by nature electronic. But this is a little more like, I don't know if you want to say like dubstep, or I don't know. It's a little different than. It sort of melds like the traditional instrumental hip hop with like techno, but it doesn't quite reach techno. It's just a blend of it, and a lot of the tracks I kind of could do without, but that's just a personal preference, so if it's something that you're into, definitely check it out. But the song I'm gonna give you a little tidbit, a little song clip of each of the releases. The one I'm gonna give you on this one is the Amerigo Gazaway, and the name of the track is called Beanie Weather. All right, so the next one I'm gonna do, this one was released in 2016, and it's a little different for my channel from what I normally have. But this is Brett Eldredge's Glow, and this is the deluxe edition. And Brett Eldredge is from Paris, Illinois, so sort of a hometown guy. And you can see here in the gatefold, he has this little like modeling. I told my wife it looks like he's like doing a cologne ad or something, but he's got the Chicago skyline there behind him. So Brett Eldredge is a country artist, if you're not familiar with him, but this isn't country. His voice sounds like a country singer's voice, but in terms of the music, like the musicality of it, it's much more like a traditional Christmas album. In terms of, it's almost like you have like a big band, you got horns, drums, you got everything going on. So it doesn't sound like a country Christmas album. It sounds like a traditional Christmas album with a country singer, if that makes sense. And the deluxe edition has, I think it's like 18 songs. I counted them earlier. 18 songs on it. The original version only has 12, so you get 6 extra tracks on this. It's just on black vinyl. You can see there. And I like it. I'm not a huge country fan, but I do like this. My wife and my sister-in-law flew up here from Florida. They were supposed to see him this last weekend. Turns out he came down with COVID, so the show got canceled. So instead, we just hung around the house because COVID is going rampant again. So yeah, be safe out there, everybody.
Nothing could ever compare to this feeling in the air. You look good in the light of my Christmas tree. So good, you and the mistletoe and me. So nice, you are my sunshine over a field of snow. And I love to watch you glow.
So next up, coincidentally, is another semi-country artist and her Christmas album, A Very Kacey Christmas. And this one was released in 2016. And Kacey Musgraves, if you're not familiar, very good singer. She's country, but more, she's not like pop country. She leans more towards traditional, I guess I'd call her like progressive country. I don't know. It's on this cool transparent green vinyl. And she said with this album that she wanted to do something that was like a traditional Christmas album that you would have listened to as a kid and have a lot of fun with it. So, I mean, she has, for the most part, it's covers. Have Yourself a Very Merry Christmas. The features on this are great though. So the Cube sisters, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, Quebe sisters. But it also has Willie Nelson with A Willie Nice Christmas. And then you have the Cube sisters again. And Kacey Musgraves has a Christmas special out that I think might just be on Amazon Prime or Netflix, I can't remember. But it's a cool little show. She has like the guests come out and sing with her. But the other guest on this album, track number 7, Present Without a Bow, is with Leon Bridges. And that's the song I'm gonna play for you. It's definitely my favorite track on this album. And it's one of the originals that she did on this. I know I'm going through these pretty quick. I just have, 5 different vinyls. I'm trying to get through them. Chocolate's coming out more as it's warming up and breathing a little bit. All right, so the next album came out in 2018. This is J.D. McPherson's Socks. If you're not familiar with J.D. McPherson, he's a new artist that his sound is much more of a 50s rock and roll sound. And you can see here the little kid's mad he got socks, and he's got the like leather jacket on, sort of like an ode to what type of sound you're going to be hearing here. And this one comes on, and this is all original tracks. Comes on this clear vinyl with the green and the red. So you can see that side there is just like the side A, and then side B has Santa Claus here who's vomiting up a lot of food that he ate, which is a point to one of the tracks on here is called Hey Skinny Santa. Yeah, Hey Skinny Santa, and it's about how Santa Claus is too skinny, so he needs to eat in all the locations he goes around the world. And so you get a shout out to Chicago Deep Dish Pizza in there, and a couple other ones. And so this is a sing-along album here, or a sing-along insert. And inside here you have each of the lyrics to all of the songs, and it's like pictures that have to do with all of them. So yeah, it's pretty nice for the artwork and everything. I think that they've repressed this since as well in a different color, which might just be like green. I can't really remember, but yeah, it's cool artwork. And the little girl there on the back, mad that she also got socks. Definitely check this out. The song I'm gonna play for you is called Every Single Christmas. And yeah, just give you a little taste of what this album's about. But this is a great if you're not really into Christmas music, this is a great like fun way to have Christmas music on that's not the same stuff you've heard over and over again, and it's really peppy and got a good upbeat tempo to it. Good for kids, good for anybody.
Every single Christmas I just fall in love. All the fun and happiness it brings. Every single Christmas I just fall in love with every bow and silver bell that rings. See the lights around the town, round and round we go. It's like this great big world is ours every time it snows.
All right, so the last one I'm gonna show tonight came out in 2018. This is the 2020 repress of it though. Karambin, Christmas Time is Here. So this is a 7-inch. You have side A is just the original Christmas Time is Here by them. Side B is called the Virgin Mary, and that one is more of like influenced by like think of like a reggae dub. It doesn't sound like reggae at all, but some of the effects that you get in a dubs track is what you're gonna hear on that. So it's a little different than the first side, but pretty similar. And it comes on this green vinyl. You can see there it's just got the standard green label. And this one, the thing that makes this cool, the 2020 repress, as everyone knows, COVID was going on. So the original one, they weren't wearing masks. And this one, they changed it up a little bit. They had them socially distanced, so they spread the characters out a little bit and then put the N95 masks on all of them. If you're not familiar with Khruangbin, which I hope I'm saying that correctly, they are based out of Austin, Texas, and they're sort of like a, most of the time instrumental with sort of like fleeting voices that they'll throw in and out of a track, but it's like a world music psych sort of cool groove. It's like all of it has a groove to it that is really enjoyable. So yeah, that's the 5 of the Christmas albums that I have. I just kind of wanted to pick a couple, like a variety of different types. And 2 brothers out of Chicago, they make pretty good beer. I mean, they're not going to be like the best brewery around, but they make solid beer. They make a couple different styles. They're sort of, and like they do a lot of traditional styles. And when I say traditional, I mean like, you know, like early to mid 2000s brew pub style. So it's not going to just be hazy IPAs and pastry stouts or anything like that. You're going to get a saison, you're going to get a blonde, you know, you're going to get that kind of thing. But yeah, I know there's only a couple days till Christmas. If you want to try this out while it's still cool outside, you can find a 4-pack of it. And I know they distribute in several states. They're not just in like the suburbs or in the city of Chicago here. But yeah, check it out. And until next time, enjoy some beer and listen to some new music. Cheers.